Broncos, and it comes your way next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you think about matchups in the NFL, you're usually thinking this offense versus this defense. But this game here, we get two different offensive philosophies that are matching up in this one.
Yeah, we certainly do, because on one side, you've got a team that not only loves to throw the football, they do it quite well. They're the #1 passing offense in the league. And on the other sideline, the ground game is their strength. They're a top 5 unit in the league. So contrasting styles of moving the football. To me, this is going to make for a very interesting ball game.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how. Defenses to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamal Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. On 1st down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The numbers for Mooney in last week's ball game: 5 catches, 63 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be #1 in everything they do, but he's #2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The Bears at 11-3 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the 1st quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth. if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want...
Williams loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the interception. Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate... that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game. When his first read was covered, just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Folks kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Quick slant finding Claypool. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Off play action, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. The pick up there, move the chains. To the air again, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. One play action. Fields. Dancing to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Personal foul. Unnecessary run. Defense.
What was that run?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could... Swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a that tail back.
Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
On first down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the...
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the option to give to Williams here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Welcome back now to Denver. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 2. On the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Volk's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Steps away to his left.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that.
Handoff for Herbert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard after the 43. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and very short, Fields.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Herbert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want a
touchdown. Chase Claypool from 4 yards out. And the Bears stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 29, Wilson. Got his man. It's Dulcich. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Treston Ebner A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Down to about the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Now Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. On 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One last shot for Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bears, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year.